Hey everybody, we're back with another review for you, Nerd and Nile Reviews. I don't care if I stole that from the Black Nerd. I don't care. What?
Okay.
Anyway, we're taking a break from anime, mainly because something came out and we wanted to watch it, and we love talking about these shows with you.
Yeah.
Luke Cage Season 2 came out on June 22nd. That's about a week and some change per this when we recorded this. Mm-hmm. So we took the week to watch it. The music's good.
Music's always good. The cinematography's good. The
acting is good.
Acting's good.
The story is...
The story was...
It's not that it was bad.
Some of it was.
Some of it was bad.
Some of it was... It could have been done without.
Some of it was confusing.
Yes.
And you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna make this a spoiler review.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry.
We need to... This is the only way to review this.
So, the beginning is all about Luke Cage dealing with his anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where Claire has to leave him. And I don't know. I never got that feel of him in season 1. That he had anger issues.
No. But I think they were trying to play it as like a... Because that ended up being a thing that he fought with the whole season, was the other Luke.
Yeah.
And so I think they were trying to make it a deal.
Spoiler alert, he loses that fight.
I think they were trying to make it a deal, but they could have led into it with last season.
Yeah, they did not execute that much. And Claire leaving, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he asked if Claire dies, and I said no, and he said good, because she's the glue that holds the Defenders together. And I went, oh, yeah, that's awkward. But
I mean, she's still
she's still trying.
She's still there.
But by the end of this season, it's an issue, because One Piece is not stuck. But there is a new villain whose name is Bushmaster. So we have Cottonmouth, Diamondback, and Bushmaster, none of which have to do with snakes, which is number 1, bullshit. Number 2, Bushmaster?
Bushmaster starting out was...
an interesting villain.
Painful.
I mean, interesting concept.
Interesting concept. I did not care for him starting out.
No, because his entire thing
Because we didn't know his whole story.
Yeah, but you didn't know... But the same thing can be said with Diamondback in season 1.
I mean, I didn't like that story either.
Fair point.
I liked the Cottonmouth story from the first season.
Everybody loved the Cottonmouth.
I didn't care for the Diamondback story, but luckily the Diamondback story was like... Done.
But this is throughout the whole season.
This was the whole season.
And it's just this grudge he has with Mariah.
But you find out why, because fucking Mama Mabel killed his fucking mom
and
tried to kill him.
So it's perfectly validated.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So he has this revenge out against the Stokes because also there was a business deal gone bad.
And he thinks Harlem belongs to him, so he thinks Luke Cage needs to be taken out because Luke Cage has like the heart of Harlem.
Yeah.
And if he needs to fully control Harlem, he needs to take down Mariah and Luke Cage.
It was interesting seeing the whole Nightshade concept.
He's on drugs.
He's on Nightshade.
Which allows him enhanced durability and enhanced strength, which allows him essentially to, as you see, whoop Luke Cage's ass.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, that was a great scene of him literally coming out of nowhere and just putting him on his butt.
Yeah.
And it was fun. The choreography, especially with the action scenes, still hysterical. One of my favorite jokes of the season is in the first scene, where he's raiding a drug place, and they all aim guns at him, and he says to them, "Really?" And they literally go, "He's got to know we tried."
Yeah, so, and literally that's the whole mindset the whole season, is you can tell they're like,
really, I didn't get that, because some people with a very stern face look at him and pull the trigger, and I'm sitting there going, do you think this is gonna work?
No, hell no.
Like, I get in episode 10, Danny Rand makes a cameo, and he's only in this episode, and honestly, it was my favorite episode of the season.
Yeah.
Which is shocking, because Iron Fist wasn't great. But them working off each other was fantastic, and when they fought a group of people together, no one was trying to shoot Luke. They were
were all
trying
trying
to
to
shoot
shoot
Danny,
Danny.
and then Luke stood in front. It was teamwork, especially with Patty Cake, where he goes, punch my hand with your glowy fist. I'm ready for it, and they shockwave everybody.
Yeah.
I love the teamwork there. And Danny, they fixed a lot of problems with Danny Rand.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't talk much. And if he did, it was short and sweet and to the point.
Yeah, Luke cut him off.
A lot.
So, like, Luke was like, shut up, Danny.
You need to find your scent. No,
Like,
we're not
literally,
doing
I
this.
think at one point Luke Cage was just like, shut up. Like, stop.
There was one point where somebody asks, who trained you? He goes, my master. And
Yeah.
he just goes, Danny, no, let's go. Okay?
Stop.
We're not sitting through the cuddling bullshit again.
No, so that was a good, like, bromance thing.
But the main, like, story of this season
Was Mariah.
Well, is Mariah, but, like, the theme is, how far is too far? How far do you go outside the law to get the justice people deserve?
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing of Luke's way and Misty's way.
Yeah.
Misty's way is by the book, and she struggles with that this season.
Yeah.
Because she lost an arm, she's done sacrificing shit. And then there's Luke's way of what gets it done with the least amount of bloodshed.
Yeah.
And by the end of this season, Mariah dies, leaves the fucking bar, Harlem's Paradise, to Luke. Because he's the new king of Harlem.
But let's not ruin
Sure.
the last episode yet.
Okay.
Cover anything else before then.
Character-wise, I don't like what they did with Luke's character.
I don't like what they did with Luke.
With this whole temptation and anger issues and how far is too far and all of this.
Like, I get it. I get why, and I get how it played off of everybody else, but it was...
Let's talk about, if you've seen Luke, let's talk about one elephant in the room. Shades and Mariah. To quote Ron White, if you know who that is, things that make you go, bleh. The amount of cougar jokes that can be made about one show.
Also, we learned that Shades is like 41. Because he said he was born in 1977. He does not look 41 years old.
I mean, some people age better than
Whereas
others.
Mariah looks like she's...
50, pushing 60.
Yeah. It's...
Shades was one of my favorite characters in season 1. And they kind of ruined him in season 2.
He got better.
He got a conscience.
He got a conscience, and we found out that there's another love interest.
Well, my issue wasn't the fact that he didn't have a conscience. I didn't give a shit. I love the criminal characters that are, I do bad shit, but there are rules that you don't fuck with.
The gangsta rules.
The gangster rules, like, in season 1, one of the rules is you don't fuck with Pops.
And
Everybody
then
loves
they fucked
Pops.
with Pops.
Everybody loved Pops. Pops' barbershop was a neutral territory. They called it Switzerland. Neutral. And then they fuck with Pops, and then they threw that guy off a fucking roof. Because you don't fuck with the rules.
And then Mariah started fucking with the rules.
And he's like,
I'm done now. That was a good
moment.
The
The problem
of him
is,
going up to Misty being like, alright, I'll tell you everything.
the problem is, by the end of the show, he's just kind of a bitch.
No, yeah.
Even then, he's like, I still love you, Mariah. Why? You are smart. I was with his friend from prison. You are smarter than her. You are, like, stronger than her. You are better than her. You deserve better.
You talking about Comanche?
Yeah.
The friend?
But...
Friend.
Love interest.
It was so cute. Oh, and then he killed him.
You killed Comanche.
God damn it, Shades.
One of the rules, don't snitch.
Don't snitch, but you don't kill your cute little boyfriend.
Snitches get stitches. Or bullets.
And then he becomes a snitch. I hate what they did with Shades.
Yeah, I don't like what they did with Shades either.
Mariah, you suck a dick.
She got what she deserved.
She got what she deserved.
I love when she's dying. She goes, it burns. And Luke's there with her. And he goes,
Luke's like, yeah, good.
He literally just goes, good.
Bringing Tilda in
Mariah's daughter
was interesting.
was a very...
I'm glad we learned more.
And she's going to be more prominent in season 3. I can guarantee you that.
With the ending scene? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because when they were reading off the will with her present and they read off that Luke Cage gets the bar, she was fuming.
Because all she got was...
The piano. She got Cotton Mountain's piano because all of Mariah's fortune was donated to fucking charity.
Yeah.
So she got a piano. And in Mariah's defense, her daughter wanted nothing to do with her.
Yeah, But I think at this point, Tilda had a huge...
She's not even calling herself Stokes or Dillard.
She's calling herself Johnson.
The people who raised her.
Tilda had a huge, like, shift...
In character?
Which was fascinating to watch.
It was.
I really
because
enjoyed it.
you don't go into the world like that and come out clean.
No.
You just don't.
Everything she learned, we learned that Mariah was raped by her uncle Pete.
I feel like that was hinted on in season 1 and we forgot.
But we finally got it.
Yeah, we got confirmation. Not only was she raped by her uncle Pete, Tilda is the child of...
And Mariah flat out told Tilda, I don't love you. I can't stand to be near you.
Because every time I look at you, I see Pete.
Yeah. So no wonder Tilda had the fucking shift she did. Learning,
learning what the family did to Bushmaster.
Learning what the family did to Bushmaster.
I do love how this villain was introduced, but the climax had nothing to do with... There was a climax fight, but it wasn't like with Diamondback where it's this good versus this evil. It was this good versus this different type of good.
Yeah.
Where is the line? When do you start doing good things for the wrong reasons?
Yeah.
Or, sorry, bad things for the right reasons is what I mean. Doing bad
and
things
it was also nice this season,
and he just leaves.
Yeah, Cottonmouth died, Diamondback died, Bushmaster gets out.
Bushmaster's like,
but he is dying.
He is dying from
the amount of nightshade. Tilda told him he's running on
fumes.
But he's going home to live out.
He's going home to Jamaica to be in peace with his aunt and bury his uncle.
Yeah.
That was a scene.
Oh my god. That was
I love, and I really wish they did more with Shades. I hope he gets out in season 3 or something, because he gets arrested.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope he gets out because I would love to see Shades more involved, even though, as he said in the show, he's done with that business.
Because they know he's a snitch. There's been too much that happened.
But it ends with...
I'm sure that he's going to be involved somehow.
Biggest issue with this show is in the last scene of the last episode where they're reading off Mariah's will, and Mariah says, like, they're asking him, why are you giving him Harlem's Paradise? And she goes, because he'll think he can just watch from the top like a hawk. And that power is tempting, and it will change him. And then he goes... And he goes, like, do you want it? And he goes, nah, burn it to the ground.
And then the very next scene, we see him in a 3-piece suit, standing at the fucking window, watching the club happen.
Running the club.
What the fuck? There was no explanation.
So...
I'm assuming we're gonna get an explanation.
Or there's a deleted scene. If so, that's just bad editing.
Because it would... If he wanted to...
All you had to do was cut out the burn it to the ground line and just go, do you want it? Cut to him running the club. Done. Perfect.
Because when Misty comes in, they kind of do a pan over of like Misty and Tilda and the deputy chief of the
police a couple of gangsters that he's
and all of that.
Making deals with.
Misty has a whole like confrontation a little bit with him.
Like, because she's like, you didn't have to take it, even though they give it to you. And he goes, but I can watch from here.
And then they have
be the sheriff Harlem needs. And then one of Luke's boys comes in. He goes, this mobster person and this mobster person are here to talk to you. And he goes, put him in the VIP lounge. And he goes, and the guy goes, there's one other thing. And he looks at Misty. And Misty just kind of scoffs and walks away because she realizes that
Luke's
gone to the dark side.
And
no pun intended.
And I think, like, that was supposed to be, like, and he, like, when he's talking to her, he flat out goes, well, I can do more good here, blah, 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 like, explains why, but the shift between scenes does not match up. Like, like you said, if it had just ended with, like, you get the club, and then he's like,
and it's like,
then it shifts over.
Like, they ask him, do you want it? And then he says no, but if they cut that part and that would have been fine.
I'm assuming or hopefully they'll explain it a little more, because the other thing that was very confusing was him telling the partner or whatever, tell Claire to leave.
Oh yeah, and Claire
wasn't there.
He says, tell Claire to go home. Claire wasn't there as far as we could see. We went back and watched.
We rewatched that scene like 4 or 5 times. Claire's not in that scene at all.
If you saw her Put in the comments. Swear to God, please.
Because we watched the pan over multiple times. Didn't see Claire.
Unless that was just to prove to the point that he is not that guy anymore. He is a different Luke Cage.
And that, like,
but
yeah.
Show Claire. Maybe they couldn't afford her anymore.
But if that's... I don't understand why Claire would come back knowing he's running Harlem's Paradise now.
Maybe to ask him, what the fuck you doing? And then she's told to go home. Another scene I really enjoyed is actually just before this whole thing, where the guy, there's this new character who's introduced who's selling Luke Cage merch out of the barbershop.
Yes.
And he's great, because he's just, a Harlem kid.
Yeah.
But when he realizes that Luke made this deal with mobsters to, keep them out of Harlem.
He grows a pair.
He goes, I'm taking the money that I have made from selling all this merch, and I am buying the Pop's barbershop lease.
You can do no business dealings here anymore.
Because Pop's barbershop was Switzerland, it always will be Switzerland, and you need to leave. And because I believe the line was, if you are the boss of crime, doesn't matter in what sense, you are still a crime boss.
Oh.
You need to leave. And I'm just like...
And Luke accepts it. Luke's
Luke,
like,
he's
all
like,
right.
because Sugar comes in, he goes, we need to talk, and he goes, not here, let's go. Because Pops' place is Switzerland.
Like, he at least still has that little bit of...
Which is why he still thinks he can do what he's doing and not be tainted.
But season 3, I can already tell, is gonna be
him,
Luke fighting with Luke.
Even more so than this season was.
Yeah.
But overall, it's not the worst Marvel season or Marvel Netflix show.
No, I mean, I'm glad we watched it. I
didn't immediately go, thank God it's
so much time.
I didn't go, thank God it's over, like with Iron Fist, like
and
with Punisher and Jessica Jones season 2.
Yeah.
But
it definitely left room for improvement.
It did. Because you took a great show and you knocked it down a couple pegs in terms of quality.
Luke Cage season 1 was incredible.
Yes. All the season 1s of the Marvel shows, other than Iron Fist and Punisher, have been good. The starting lineup was great. They're fixing Iron Fist from what I can see and what I'm hoping.
Yes.
Which I think is great. They're fixing
The
him.
one big complaint that everyone had that they are not going to be able to fix is the person who plays Danny Rand.
But
he did a turnaround in Luke Cage.
I think after the Defenders, after the Hand was kind of defeated, he found some inner peace. He literally is just lounging on the barber chair.
Just like chilling.
Just chill. At one point after they finish a fight with this drug place, but they're growing plants. They burn it to the ground. And Luke says something like, someone's gonna file a police report, and Danny goes, "Oh, I don't think so. I bought it 5 minutes ago,
and I'm not gonna file a
complaint." That we need more of that.
Well, and also they're hiding out in his building that's being finished.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, "Sorry about your building," and Danny's like, "Nah.
I don't run it. I own it, but I don't run the day-to-day.
I own it, but I don't really run it. I'm not there to be there."
He's kind of turning into a Tony Stark style person.
Because Luke Cage even brings up thought you were dealing with the money, blah blah blah, or something along the lines of
And that's the thing.
And Danny's like,
they're teaching each other. Danny doesn't live off of his billions.
Billions, yeah.
But they're teaching each other because Danny kept talking about true strength comes from focus and stillness, and he goes, "No, true strength comes from money." And at the end of that episode, Danny's like, "You're right. Money has a lot of power."
Yeah.
So, can we just get a show of them? Heroes for Hire, which is, by the way, said in this season.
It is.
It
is.
Give us Heroes for Hire, for the love of God. But overall, it's medium tier.
Overall, like I said, I'm glad
we need to go back and watch Daredevil for you. So you couldn't get the start of it.
Overall, I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah.
There were
some hiccups here and
there. There were some hiccups, but it had its moments. It ended, besides the whole Luke thing, it ended relatively well. Mariah's fucking dead, thank fucking God. Shades is in jail.
Man.
And he did a lot of shit. Tilda is her own bad bitch now.
And Luke's an anti-hero.
And that's the one
He's
issue.
Going from hero villain, he's an anti-hero.
Which I think all of them run through that. Eventually, most heroes have that moment.
Jessica
Jones has it all the time.
Yeah, he even says, "I'm bulletproof. I could be running Harlem for the better. Like Mariah was trying to, because she had good intentions with the with the Family First initiative.
And then she took it
way too far.
Very south, like breaking her own family's credo
of no drugs.
And that's when Shades was like, "Oh no, no, you done broke some rules. You took it too far."
But overall, if you liked Luke Cage Season 1, watch Luke Cage Season 2. We're going to go back to anime reviews. I can't guarantee we'll watch the entire anime in 1 week, because it's just as long as Attack on Titan was.
If not, we'll watch like some movie or something.
We'll watch a movie or we'll do a stream or something, because we are very much enjoying our streams. Thank you guys to everybody who's showing up. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
And please continue to show up.
Please continue to follow. Share our Twitch handle so we can get more followers.
Nerd in Denial 226.
We are discussing goals, things that we will do for you if we reach the 50 follower goal. Mm-hmm. We just need to figure out what that is.
If you have any suggestions for it, please let us know.
Yep, put in the comments. As always, like, share, subscribe, and also contribute to the Patreon if you can.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram,
all that. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.